continue with our next comic and good friend. Please welcome Thomas Henry.
Good friend, not very prepared. Good evening, everybody. I've just had a big birthday. I've just turned 35 years old. Thanks very much. I beat Jesus. It's not a big birthday, it just means that I've arrived at a stage in life where I look like both a Catholic priest and the boy he molested. This guy's looking at me like that is the most accurate thing anyone's ever said about a face. So, yes, I am English, guilty, but I'm not from London, I'm from the north of England. It's very different. Being from the north of England is kind of like being from Alabama in your country. Like when I speak, all someone from London hears is, "Dang that 10 crumpets on sale for the Walmart! I'm gonna have a possum for dinner, shit!" I don't mind, I love being from the north of England, especially in America, and especially after Game of Thrones. Because being a northerner, Jon Snow is 100% responsible for 75% of the sex I've had in New York. I remember the first date I went on with a girl, she was like, "Oh my god, you sound like Jon Snow. Are you like from north of the wall?" I said no, because Jon's not. I mean, he goes north of the wall, but he's from Winterfell. Yeah. That little speech accounts for 25% of the sex I haven't had. Because once a girl no longer believes I resemble Jon Snow, I'm very much just James Corden. So that devastating fact aside, I've learned a lot about myself since I moved to New York, and I think the main thing I've learned is that I'm a 5 out of 10 at attracting American women, but I'm a 9 out of 10 at attracting American weirdos. And I learned that my first week in New York. I was getting my apartment, I was working with a broker, she was very, very cute, and she picked me an apartment outside the world-famous headquarters of the Hells Angels motorcycle gang. It's the perfect location for someone who looks like they still get tucked in every night. So I arrive at the apartment, I'm carrying my big bags from England, I see the cute broker, and I'm excited to see her. So I wave to her like Kermit the Frog with a cocaine problem, like, "Hi!" And as I do that, one of my big bags nudges one of the Hells Angels' sacred motorbikes. And the guy grabs me and just goes, "Hey, you yuppie fuck! You want some new stitches to go with your new apartment?" Which I said, "No, I'm staying up!" And he said, wait a minute. Are you British?" "Yes." And the strangest thing happened. He just grabbed my face very tenderly and went, "Well, all right then," and just let me go. Now, it turns out that meant we were prison married, but we didn't consummate it for weeks. So I thought any chance I had with this cute broker had gone, but she turns to me and goes, "Oh my god, that was so cute and British." I was like, "Oh, did I remind you of Hugh Grant in Notting Hill?" She said, "No, you're like that one in Family Guy." I said, "Family Guy? British? Do you mean Stewie Griffin?" She said, "Yeah, you're just like a little fancy baby." Fancy baby t-shirts are available for sale outside. Once you leave, joke's on them. So, motorcycle mishaps aside, I've been going on a lot of dates since I moved to New York. And I'm always a little bit surprised when the girls say yes, because I'm very well aware I have the body of a child's stuffed toy. And I just find it very hard to believe that a girl's walking into a bar, sees me across a crowded room and is like, "Damn, Paddington Bear, 12 o'clock. Step back, girls. Mama's taking a trip to FAO Schwartz." She'd love that. I don't believe that's a thing. But I do think I've figured out why I get dates in New York, and I think it's because as a British guy, I'm like an exotic animal to be captured. And some girls in New York treat Tinder like it's Pokemon Go. Oh my God, Becky, gotta catch them all. She knows because it's true. Like, don't get me wrong, you can have an awful lot of fun dating in New York as an exotic animal, but there is one major drawback, which is you can always get fucked over by a more exotic animal.
Yeah.
And for British guys, that means Australians. Bunch of suntanned cunts. And they've got the same accent as us, they're better looking. They're like the Californians of the British Empire. This goes a very long way to explaining why I hate my best friend, who's an Australian. So for the purposes of this story, we're just going to call him Johnny Marr. Because his name's Johnny Marr. And me and Johnny are like the classic British and Australian guys. Like, I am polite, and I'm on time, and I dress like a substitute teacher at Hobbit High. And Johnny's 6'2", has a really nice beard, and was once mistaken for Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor in the Avengers. Which at best makes me Rocket Raccoon. This is a true story. My little sister came to visit last year, and she was hanging out with me and Johnny, and she looked at Johnny, looked at me, looked at Johnny, looked at me, turned to me, and dead in the eyes just said, "Tom, is this what a man your age is supposed to look like?" I've definitely had better birthdays. So, me and Johnny go to bars together a lot, because we're a couple of lads. And, that's what lads do. And I'm usually the one who goes and talks to girls first. Not because I'm especially good at it, it's just that I will crave the attention of strangers everywhere I go. So, I'll wander over to a girl, I think it'll be going pretty well, I think I'm about to get a number. But all Johnny has to do to get her attention is wander over and say something like, "G'day, darling. How you going?" And I'll see her pupils start dilating and her heart starts beating faster. And I know she's about to choose Thor over Paddington Bear. So I'm kind of backed into a corner really. There's only certain things I can do in that situation. So I lean over to the girl and I very politely explain that Johnny, like many Australians, has syphilis. Absolutely everywhere. I continue to explain to her that Johnny caught syphilis the way all Australian men catch syphilis, which is by being fucked by one of those really jacked up kangaroos. Which, you know, proves you can always get fucked over by a more exotic animal. First time I told that joke, I asked Johnny how he felt about it, and he said, "No worries, mate. The joke's on them anyway. I've got chlamydia, not syphilis." You guys have been wonderful. I'm Thomas Jared Henry on Instagram. Thank you very much.
Keep going for Thomas Henry, everybody.